Hey, hey, this is Johnny Beane, 5:12 p.m., December 19th, 2016. Got David Nesdahl here staring at me.
Hey, what's that? What's that?
Now he's laughing at me, apparently. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. You look cold.
It's very cold here. Yeah, it's pretty freezing actually.
Uh-huh. Snowing?
No snow today, but and yesterday it was 60 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
But the weather is just it's crazy. It's been really weird.
Yeah, you're all bundled up, man. You got the beanie. Looks like you. I can't. Well, I can't even.
Actually, this jacket is it's a light jacket with a hoodie in it on it. It's and I'm just wearing a t-shirt underneath. But
Man, yeah, it looks really cold in there.
yeah, it's chilly. I don't like putting the heat on in the house when I'm at night because then I get stuffed up. You know, I
Man.
I just put extra covers on when I'm ready to go to sleep. But it's not like terribly cold, but it's cold enough for me to have to wear a hat.
Mm-hmm. Hey, everybody. Frank C. Richard Nesdahl. Hey, he says stay warm.
Yes, I see. Trying, certainly trying. Wow, it's
Brian.
22 people watching us already. 22.
Michael, Billy, another Michael, Black Belt, Jaden James, David Allen Wright. You driving tonight, Joe? I guess Joe's driving somewhere. Cool evening, cool evening, everyone. Cool pedalboard, Johnny. Frank C says, "Oh, cool. Thank you, man." Yeah, there you could see the photo of I guess my pedalboard in the preview.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the what do you call it? For right now, that's the banner to the channel.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Franklin. Hey, Vintage Sounds. Hello.
Vintage Sounds. Axe Tone Nation's
Joe.
here.
Axe Tone. Stefan. Hey, everybody. 27 people. Thank you for jumping in here. 11 thumbs up.
29 people.
Wow. 29 people.
It's good.
Nice.
It's growing.
Nice. Nice.
It's good stuff.
Well, hey. Did you have a good weekend? Did I ask you that? I said you look cold.
I had an okay weekend. It was good. I didn't really do much. It was really good.
After shoveling your driveway and stuff?
Well, no, there was we had a guy come up with a plow, but it's a pretty big driveway. So it's too much for one person to shovel.
Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow.
You guys remember Mr. Plow? Yeah, I was I felt like I was getting sick. What's today? Monday?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, it was yesterday. I basically spent all day yesterday just like in bed watching Simpsons, you know.
Wow.
Pretty much all day. Well, until maybe 5 o'clock or so. Which by this time, it's dark out now, so it's like it's been all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I felt like I was coming down with something. Although I feel fine today, so it was just like a one-day thing. Joe says he's homesick.
It's
what
that time of season.
It's my time with you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, man.
It's that time of year where it's very easy to get sick, especially with one day being warmer, the next day being frozen, and there's snow and there's rain.
Mm-hmm.
Just doesn't. You can't make up your mind.
Yeah. It's been cold here too. People laugh at me. I post on my Instagram, it's so cold, and they'll say like 60 degrees
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Which for here, that's cold. For California, 60 degrees is cold.
I'll take 60 all year round. I'm fine with that.
What is it right now? Let's do the weather. Here's the weather segment.
Storm Field on the weather.
Let's see. Right now here in Santa Cruz, it is 54. That's warm to you, huh?
That certainly is warm. Yep, that's a good day.
54.
That's a night where we open the windows.
I've got you on here. You're 20. You're 25.
It's cold enough for snow.
Wow, 50, 54. Dang.
I thought for sure you'd be watching Star Wars yesterday.
You mean at the movies?
Yeah.
Actually, we actually went. We actually went Saturday night.
Okay. How was it?
We went and saw it Saturday night. Oh, it was amazing, man. It was. And please, in the chat room, please, no spoilers. No spoilers. Oh, it was great. If you're a Star Wars fan, you know, a lot of the reviews are saying it's the best Star Wars since Empire Strikes Back.
Really?
Know? And I would almost agree with that. I thought it was way better than the previous movie, Force Awakens. I thought it was way better than that. Yeah, it was awesome. And it's funny because I'm wearing my Star Wars T-shirt again. I wore this on Friday. My Banksy, remember?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. So, yeah, anybody out there, if you haven't seen it yet, please go see it. Go see it before somebody spoils it for you, because you don't want that. It's got a lot of cool. Let me just say that the trailer. If you thought the trailer looked cool, oh, forget about it, man.
I haven't seen the trailer yet. Squarehead says thumbs up.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Oh, there was so much that wasn't even in the trailer. You know, truthfully, I thought the movie looked okay just from the trailers. And I'm a big Star Wars fan, you know. I thought it looked okay. I'm like, yeah, of course I'll go see it. It's Star Wars, you know. But there was so much in the film that you never saw in the trailers, unless you're some super nerd and you're out there, you know, digging, you know, for stuff, trying to get spoilers, like a lot of people do, you know. If you kept away from all that and you went in totally not knowing anything, it was incredible.
It's a great movie on its own right, without all the other.
Yeah. And the ending, man. Oh man, the ending. You would.
I don't want to know. No.
But yeah, go see it definitely. If you're a fan of Star Wars, the ending alone, man, it was. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, we went Saturday night, and it was kind of like, you know, when we were talking to Philip on Friday, Philip McKnight, how he was saying how he was going Sunday or something, or Saturday,
yeah.
And he had a seat already. You know, that's how this theater was too, where you go and they show you a screen, and everything says, you know, sold. And then my wife and I went, so I had to find two seats together. You know, so we were going to go to like the 8:15 or whatever. But there was no two seats together, so I'm like, let me see the 10. Let me see the 10:15 or whatever, you know, 2 hours later, and there was like two seats, and I thought, those seats, they look okay, you know. And then we go into the theater, and it's like a updated theater, but it's like small, but a huge screen. Right. So it was perfect. Every seat in the house is a great seat in that theater.
It's crazy, you know, when you have to worry about there not being two seats together in a movie theater. I mean, it's just ridiculous. That's crazy.
Well, the movie had just opened the night before. Movie opened Friday.
Wow.
Right? Didn't it open Friday? I think. Yeah. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I want to go see it again. And I'm kind of, definitely gonna go see it again, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it was awesome. But if anybody is wondering where it takes place within the films, it takes place right before Star Wars, the original movie. It takes place right before that. So yeah. So it ties right in. It's great. It's great. So anyway, yeah, so we went and saw that Saturday night.
Nice.
I got the large popcorn. It was awesome. Next day I woke up. Oh, didn't feel too good. I guess I'm blaming the popcorn, I guess, but
not the movie, just the popcorn.
Yeah. Oh no, the movie was great, man. The movie was great, man. You know. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Yeah. So let's see. So what else? We did that, and yeah, really quickly, I just wanted to say, any of you guys listen to Rockline? You guys in the chat room? You guys remember the? I was gonna say TV. The radio show Rockline. It was on every. I don't know. It was on like one night a week. or whatever.
I
And
think it was on
like
Sunday here. Sundays here in New York.
Sundays.
I think so. Sundays, I think.
I think it was Mondays.
Maybe it was Mondays.
Mondays or
right.
Tuesdays, I think maybe something like that. It was a live radio show where they interviewed, rock and roll, rock and rollers. A lot of you guys know Van Halen was on Rockline many times over the years.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, but anyway, the host of Rockline passed away on. Let me see, what day was that?
Saturday.
Saturday. I had just posted. I had just posted on my guitarist Johnny Beane Facebook. Yeah, Bob Coburn. Yeah. He had lung cancer, and apparently he passed away. You're saying Saturday? Is that what it said in the?
I think that's what you had said.
What I just said. Yes, he passed away Saturday of lung cancer. He'd been the host of Rockline since 1980. No, since 81. I believe. And it's like he was on there until 2014. That's what this article is saying anyway. I called into Rockline probably 4 or 5 times over the years. So I've actually talked to him. Just hi, hey, I remember the first time I called into Rockline, it was 1992. And you guys are going to laugh, okay? Because I called in just to call in, I didn't even know who the band was. I still don't. But anyway, they sent me a signed CD. I called in. It was this band called Triumph.
I love Triumph.
And it was 1992. So whatever album they had out in 1992, that's the album they sent me. It was a signed copy of it. And I remember I called up and, I didn't know who they were, So I remember I asked them what their favorite song was off their new album or whatever. And they were, telling me the song and stuff. I have that somewhere on a cassette tape. I recorded it, But and then I called in. Let me see. 1992. I called in again in 2006 or 2005, maybe. I called in. I talked to Andy Summers, and I was the first one. I was the first one to get through, or I was the first, caller that night. So they sent me or they actually didn't send me. They were supposed to send me some sort of, was it a cassette or CD? Some sort of rock and roll compilation, something. They were supposed to send it to me, and they never did. I never got it. This was 10, 11 years ago, so I'm still waiting for it. Rock and roll something. But anyway, I recorded that too. I've got that on I think I have that digitized. Because Andy Summers, my favorite. And then I met Andy Summers just like some months later. Well, not met him. I'd met him, of course, before, but I ran into him and I talked to him and I said, "Hey, I called you. I talked to you on Rockline." And he's like, "Huh?" He's like, "What was I talking about? What were we promoting?" And I'm like, none of us, we couldn't figure out what he was promoting.
That's funny.
Turned out it was some sort of what was it? Best of Andy Summers, best of solo CD or whatever.
Would it have like 2 songs on it?
No, it had several. It had several.
Did it include all the Police songs?
No.
Okay.
No. And then I called in again in 2011 or 2012 and talked to Chickenfoot. I talked to Michael Anthony. That's who I talked to. And I remember I asked him something about what's it like coming up to the Bay Area for band practice, because he lives down in LA, but he has to come up here to rehearse because the band is based up here.
Right. Yeah.
Chickenfoot, or even the Circle, whatever you want to call it now. So that was cool. And then, so of course that was Michael Anthony, Satriani, Sammy Hagar. and then I called in again. I would say, not probably like a year and a half ago, when Andy Summers was on again with what's his name? It was the band that he had going for a little while called Circa Zero. I had got through it and talked to them that night as well, and I asked Andy about this certain guitar that he was playing that they played on Jimmy Kimmel, and there was a certain guitar he was playing that I'd never seen him play before, and so I asked him what it was, and it was a Collins, I believe is what it was, which they're pretty expensive, I guess.
Oh, Collins, Collins. Collins.
Collins.
It was like a junior, like a Les Paul Junior looking thing, right? 2 P90s or 1 P90.
It was the one. If any of you guys are familiar with Circa Zero, it was the guitar. Let me see if I can find a photo of it. I forget. What do you guys think about that new? I just saw it. What do you guys think about the new Blade Runner trailer? Any of you guys see that? Are you a fan of that movie, Blade Runner, the original?
Nope.
Do you know what that is?
Not a big movie fan. Not a big movie buff.
Harrison Ford. Hey, Dylan.
What's going on, Dylan?
Anyway, I saw the trailer for the new Blade Runner, and I'm like, I'm lost. You know, I saw the movie when 2000. We were on tour. We were down in Palm Springs, chilling out for a day at our. Was he managing? He was a tour manager. We were chilling out at his house in Palm Springs, and I remember we watched Blade Runner, and that was the first time I ever saw it. But apparently, there's a sequel out now called Blade Runner 2049.
That's a lot of that's a lot of them.
Yeah. Anyway,
blades.
Let me see. I was going to show you that picture of that guitar. Where
but you can't find it, can you?
Well, I have to look.
Okay.
So anyway, so what's going on, everybody? This has nothing to do with Van Halen guitars, but it will. Trust me.
Yeah, it will. Well, I'm getting ready to trek down to my dad's place in North Carolina for 14 days. Gonna hang out and have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Taking my laptop with me this time around so we can do these things on our nights that we do that. Nice 5150 Fly Guy. He says that he put a JB in his Stripe series. Great mod, very happy.
Collins, you said?
Collins, Collins. Okay.
All right, there it is. That's the one.
Oh, okay.
That's the one.
That's cool.
Right
3 single coils. Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The Les Paul with 3 single coils.
Here's a classic Andy Summers pose right there. I love that guy, man. Very cool. Very cool.
He's kind of got that Jimmy Page mouth.
Is it serious?
Oh.
Yeah, I love Andy Summers, man. He's everybody has their favorite guitar player. Everybody, of course, Edward Van Halen, he was the guy that got me started playing guitar, but Andy Summers took me in a whole different direction, man. He got me away from the Floyd Rose, which, believe me, which is a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't want to be playing the same guitar, the same setup all the time.
Well, the same setup, yes, just not the same guitar. You don't really want to be playing guitars that are set up terribly differently, because then it's hard to stay.
No. Well, no, I meant as far as like amplifiers, effects, guitars, your equipment.
Mm-hmm.
You want to change everything around. Try new things.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. 41 people watching us.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So anyway, that whole thing. So anyway, rest in peace, Bob Coburn, man. That was one of those things, man. Rockline, every week, man. Great show. Great show.
Fly Guy, why are you sorry? You have 5 EVH guitars. There's nothing to be sorry about. It's all good.
Huh? I wish I had 5 EVH guitars. Look at that. I've just got a neck.
Yeah.
Yes, that will be a guitar soon, though. It will be, and it'll be awesome. It'll be totally awesome. I can't wait. Cannot wait. But yes.
Mary Joan asked a question. I didn't know that you even asked this question, Mary. I didn't see it. So
it just came up.
Oh, okay. You know, probably the most popular one would be that Boss DS1, the orange.
You should read the question. In the future, nobody's going to know what you're talking about.
Oh. She's a newbie learning how to play. What pedal can I buy for distortion so I can practice tapping like Eddie? And like I said, probably the most popular one would be the Boss DS1 pedal, the distortion pedal, just the regular orange distortion pedal. It's about $50. It's fairly inexpensive, and it's kind of like the most popular pedal in the world.
It's also the biggest.
As a first pedal. No, it's not the biggest. It's a Boss pedal.
No, have you seen that photo?
No.
Where it's like this big?
Oh, no, I haven't
seen that. Somebody stepping on it? You never
Nope.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's a good pedal. That's a good one. I've used it. I've used it live. And
I think everyone has. I think we all have.
Thought it sounded great, you know, at a time. Myself now, I wouldn't use it now. I would use, of course, if I had one, which I need to get one, the EVH 5150 Overdrive.
Well, yeah, and that's the pedal that you know you would use being a player, but Mary's just beginning, and it's something that she should, you know, I think she should walk in the same steps that all of us walked in, and start with something and work her way up to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the only way you get to appreciate something that's, you know, the quality of the EVH pedal is to see what else is out there and play the other stuff.
So you get something not as good.
It's not that it's not as good.
You
it's
use
just
that
different.
for a while.
Listen, it's different, and it's not that it's not as good. It's less expensive. She's new at playing guitar. It's, you know, and it'll be easier for her to deal with.
Mm-hmm. What kind of amp do you have, Mary? The amp might have distortion in it. Do you know?
I don't remember. I don't remember what she got. I think maybe a little. I know it looks like
you look like one of those elves, or what do you call those things?
Quiet. Because hats don't generally fit my head right. They're all too big. They're either too small or too big. Then I haven't found a.
Mary says she has a Fender 20. What is that? What's a Fender 20?
Probably a 20-watt, one 10-inch speaker amp.
A 20-watt, 1 10-inch. Well, that probably has distortion built in.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have that, you don't even need that pedal.
I leave on Friday, Sinner. I leave Friday morning.
I know I said that I wouldn't even use those pedals now, but actually I have 2 of them sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
Except mine's like the special, you know, feedbacker.
Why do you have 2 of those?
You know, because this you know 10 years ago I was using these.
In tandem?
No.
Bad tone on top of bad tone.
Oh, well, see, now you're okay. Now you're saying it's bad.
That one.
But it's the same. It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's the same pedal, just with a feedback or
Yeah, well, that's the problem.
it's the same thing. As long as you don't step on it and hold it down, it's the same exact pedal.
Oh, okay. As long as you don't step on it at all. As long as you don't step on it at all, it makes a great paperweight.
Those are actually cool. Those are actually with the feedback or effect. It's actually cool. Kind of weird. I did a little demo of it on the channel here. I'll put the link down below once we're done. Stefan says 2 distortion pedals used for layering.
See, I like the Proco Rat. That
Use one as a
rat
boost.
pedal. I like the Rat pedal.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Rat is great. That's my main. That's my main distortion, man.
That's your main squeeze.
The Rat is my main distortion when I use my Fender 212. Mm-hmm. That's cool. The main thing there. You know. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Mary, I would say if your amp has distortion built into it, you can just use that. You know, there's no point in putting it on the. I don't know if you even know this. Oh, it's a Fender Champion 20.
Yeah, it's a champ. That's right. And they, you know what? That might actually have chorus in it too. It might.
You might have some built-in effects or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Where's Zipkin? He would know this. Zipkin, didn't you have one of those amps? Wasn't that your main amp before you got the EVH? Yeah. If Mary, if your amp has distortion built into it, you just use that. That's just as good. You know, it's the same thing. You don't want to. Yes. She says awesome. Yeah. But because like I say, it always depends on your amp. It's always it's whatever amp you have. You know, as far as what your tone, what your sound is going to be. You're welcome, Mary. She says thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. You're welcome, and you're welcome. Oh man.
But yeah, distortion pedals, man.
Good stuff.
The Boss one, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's something.
Johnny, hang on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Turn your mic off. Okay, there you go. Hey, everybody. Bubba James is saying the Fender 20 has built-in voicings for blackface, British, metal, jazz, and tweed. Okay. Cool. Yeah. That's all you need. You don't need a pedal on top of that stuff. A distortion pedal, at least. It's got distortions built in. That's cool. Yeah. My main amp, besides the PV 5150, is the Fender 212. I don't know which one it is. DeVille, maybe. I don't use the distortion channel on that amp. I leave it on the clean channel, and I use distortion pedals. I use the Rat. I use the Friedman BEOD. Oh, that's not a distortion. That's an overdrive. I still need to get the EVH MXR overdrive. Still got to get that. Got to get one. Oh, yeah. There's so many cool pedals out there. Gotta get.
So what cool pedals do you want to get?
Ah, well, you know, the EVH MXR overdrive.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Got to have
Got,
that one.
gotta get that one.
Hmm.
Um,
The
they
Echoplex.
the Echoplex, yes, the Echoplex. Gotta get that one, man. After last, actually, I'll be gone. I'll actually be up north tomorrow, so I'm gonna swing by a Guitar Center. Not sure which one yet. Um, but hey, Rob, not Ron. Rob, if you're watching this, I'll be I might be up at the Concord Guitar Center tomorrow if you want to meet up.
Awesome.
Probably in the evening, probably in the early evening time. I'll be up that way.
Hmm.
Um,
We have 52 people watching us right now. If you enjoy what you're watching, let's get some thumbs up happening. What do you say?
what? This guy looks pretty tough, man. I'd listen to him.
I'm not really tough. And what am I going to do on a computer screen?
I don't know. You've got that wrench, man.
You better give us a thumbs up.
Oh, come on.
You better do it.
Oh, dude.
Hang on, let me get my wrench. Hang on.
Oh no.
I got my wrench.
Okay.
Don't make me use this.
You're not so tough with that thing, man. You got to hold it closer to the camera so it looks bigger at least. Oh, there you go. Oh man.
So funny.
Yeah. Dave looks like a hippie. Yeah, I know. It looks like some sort of,
What do I look like? A hitman.
some sort of mafia.
Don't say that.
I don't know if I can say that. Uh-oh. I didn't mean it.
I could tell you stories.
Oh, dude, I've
Not
actually,
on
dude, I actually had a guy come after me with a pipe. What?
What, like a corncob pipe or like what?
No,
a pipe?
like
Oh.
a metal pipe.
That's very funny.
No, he was a part of he was like Irish mafia, and I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. We used to play this Irish pub in San Francisco every Tuesday night. There was a trivia show, and we did the music every Tuesday. My wife and I, and then special guests, where the whole place would sing along with us. We'd hand out lyric sheets. It was great. It was awesome. Anyway, a couple guys get into it, and one guy he basically bounces another guy out, kicks him out of the pub. And at the time, me and this other guy kind of looked alike. So I'm totally, they give us, free, what do you call it? I don't know if I should be saying this on here. Although why not? They give you free pictures, and I'm out of there. I'm out of it. And this car pulls up, blocks us in. Guy with a pipe gets out. He's coming straight for me. He thought I was the other guy.
Oh boy.
And he was gonna bash my head in. Yeah. And so my wife, saw what was going on. She pushes me in the car.
I was gonna say she took care of him for you.
Well, she got us out of there, is what she did. She got us out of there. And then the car ends up chasing, and this is in the streets of San Francisco. So, you guys know what that's like, right?
Uh-huh.
Steve McQueen, right? So they're chasing us. And then eventually, we saw a cop, and we're like, hey, those guys are trying to, get us, and they went and got them and put them away. They got them.
Wow.
So
wasn't that Steve McQueen movie where it was the best car chase in the history of car chases?
Yeah. It wasn't that cool, but it was, it actually wasn't anything like that. Was this off Geary Street? Anthony was asking. No, this was off. What, Anthony? What's the venue there? What's the Clement? Is it Clement? there's a venue there. A lot of bands play. I've played there. Anyway, this pub was across the street. It was called. Actually, you would this would sound familiar to you because there's a place in New York. It was called the Bitter End.
Yeah, I play there all the time.
But it wasn't that. It wasn't that Bitter End. It was a different Bitter End. It was in San Francisco. The Bitter End pub in San Francisco is where this happened. I used to play there every Tuesday.
Do I look like a cone head?
Like you look like an ice cream head. A little bit.
Cone head. That's crazy.
Conehead.
Oh my God.
Have you tried the 68 drive? Dylan is asking. No, I don't know if that is.
No, I haven't either. Who makes it?
I don't know. 68? I don't know. Yeah. So what was I even talking about?
I don't know. I don't know, but Peter really wants me to work on his guitars again.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah. Pete, yeah, I saw a video of you on Facebook playing through your rig and stuff, man. That was awesome. You saw that? He posted some videos playing his EVH. He's playing his Wolfgang through his setup.
That's because he's going to be the new guitar player in what's that band? He's taking over for that guy.
A tribute?
No. He's doing some sort of what is that you're doing? You're going to LA in what, February? Pete?
He's joining a band?
No. What's the name of that band? What the hell's the name of that band? With he'll say it in a second. STP. Yeah, he's joining STP. Stone Temple Pilots. He's really no, he's not. He's doing a Is he
auditioning for them? Because they were actually having open auditions.
He's doing a rock camp for STP. Well, yeah, for a singer. That's what it's going to be. He's going to be playing with the guys in STP while they audition singers.
DeLeo.
And Alice in Chains, that's right. So yeah, he's doing a very cool thing. It's
awesome.
A rock camp that he's doing.
You're doing one of those rock camp things? That's cool. Yeah, I know somebody. I know somebody on Facebook, a couple people where they do those all the time. And they're always posting videos of them, performing with Sammy Hagar, performing with so and so. Like, look, here I am with Alice Cooper. Here I am,
And it's just a rock camp. Not that it's just a rock camp, but it's not like a gig. It's rock camp.
No. Yeah, it's a rock camp kind of thing where
it's just still cool.
Where what? I would imagine that's where you show up and they teach you like some songs and you learn some songs and then you have like a recital at the end and you perform them with like
we'll have to get Pete on here sometime to describe the whole thing because it's a whole major thing. Like I think he's learning a bunch of songs now, and I think they put you in groups where like you're beginner, intermediate, and then a pro group or whatever, and they kind of like I don't know. He'll have to explain it. It's really cool though.
Yeah. I know what those things are. Yeah. I know people that have gone and that have done them. I did something kind of like that many years ago, 1993. Although it wasn't a rock camp. It was kind of the same kind of thing. Maybe this is before those things even existed. I think this was actually at a school, Blue Bear School of Music in San Francisco. I took a class where the instructor of the class was Bill Sputnik Spooner from the Tubes, and that's where I first met him. Yeah, the Tubes. Oh yeah, they're great. Some of you guys will know "She's a Beauty."
Great song.
That was one of their hits.
That whole record was great.
That was probably their biggest. Well, that was their biggest commercial hit, I think. That's the one most people would know. "She's a Beauty" or "Talk to You Later" was another one.
Talk to You Later. Yeah, that's a great song too. Man,
They both featured
I think that was the
Steve
first one.
Lukather. Lukather actually played the guitar solos on those.
Oh, no kidding.
He might have even co-written those songs. But they had a lot of other hits like White Punks on Dope and stuff.
You can't say that, dude.
Well, it's an actual song, you know.
Okay.
If you know the Tubes, you know that song. But anyway,
one in a million girl. Yeah, Pete, you got it.
Yeah, she's a beauty. Yeah, great tune. Anyway, in 1993, I did I took a class at Blue Bear School of Music. I say this in my bio on my website. And it was like, I don't know how many weeks it was. It was like every Saturday I'd go down there and we would practice. We practiced a bunch of songs, and then we did like a recital at the end where we performed in front of, everybody, our parents, whoever. And it was cool. I played a lot of songs that I normally would never have played, like Are You Lonesome Tonight by Elvis. Have you ever played that?
Which song?
That Are You Lonesome Tonight?
Are you lonesome tonight? I don't think I've ever played that song.
I never would have if it wasn't for this class I took.
I've played Elvis songs before. I've done My Way by the Elvis version of My Way. I've done all kinds of stuff.
Fee Waybill. Oh yeah, I love Fee.
Yeah.
Anthony's talking about Fee Waybill. He follows me on Twitter. He's great. He's great. Actually, they are a San Francisco band. They're actually from Phoenix. They're actually from where I'm from. I'm from Phoenix. I don't know if you guys knew that. But they were based, in San Francisco in the 70s, 80s. They're still out here. They still play, although it's some different members. I mean, but the guy that I knew, Bill Spooner, he's not with them anymore. He hasn't been with them in years and years. But anyway, yeah, we performed some songs. It was cool. And then I ran into Bill Spooner. He played a gig at the Sweetwater in Mill Valley. I want to say in about 20 years ago. It's so weird to tell stories from 20 years ago, man.
Because 20 years ago is like actually 30 years ago now.
5 years used to be a long time to me. Now 5 years is nothing.
It is nothing.
Nothing.
You're right.
It's nothing at all.
It's absolutely nothing. I know. Boy.
Do you have your wrench? What do you?
I do have my wrench. Why?
No, it sounds like you're like twisting. You're like twisting like a socket wrench or something.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I don't know. Is that? Oh, you know what? It's probably the microphone on these things.
It's your mic rubbing against your zipper. I don't know if I can say that, but I did. You got a zipper right here, and it's like this. It's like this.
Yeah, I know. I can't help it. It's either this or we're gonna have delay.
It's this.
I know, it's a pain.
That's what I hear.
Now I hear it. Now that I'm aware of it, I hear it. So how bad is it? Should I take one? Should I take that off? No, because then
that's the mic. That's the mic, though. Well, you need that mic. Just put your coat over it. Hang on. You want to get away from that zipper.
That's away. Oh my God. Did you hear my zipper? You just heard my.
All right.
Did you just hear the zipper? Just stop right there. Stop.
Richard Ross. He says he saw the Tubes in San Francisco in the early '70s near North Beach. Dude, that was the scene, man. If you saw the Tubes in the '70s, that was. If you guys don't know who the Tubes are, look up on what are we on here? What channel is this? What YouTube? What are we doing here? Look up on YouTube. Look up the Tubes and look up like some classic videos from like the '70s, some like live stuff. And that's the stuff that the guy that I know, that's the stuff that he's on, But they're great. They were one of those first bands where their whole stage show, their whole I don't want to say gimmick, was like theater.
Yeah, it's absolutely theater, but scantily cladded,
See, Richard? Oh yeah, yeah. They wore costumes. They did like skits in
Right.
between songs. They would do skits. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, and well, maybe these days, maybe it doesn't sound so weird, but back then, check them out. Look up the Tubes and look at some of their live shows from the '70s, and you guys will dig it. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Michael Smith. That's my father's name, by the way. Oh yeah. Oh, he mentioned that himself.
yeah, yeah. Um, and here's how this all ties into Van Halen guitars. Okay. Finally,
Woo!
finally, we just did that
All the
whole
way
thing
around.
just to get to this point.
My God, a whole hour.
Um, just to get to that. When I was taking this class with Bill Spooner, my main guitar was the Ernie Ball Music Man. So that was the guitar that I played through all that. And I remember we used to go after class. We would go sit out on the fire escape, and can I say smoke cigarettes on here? Although I just did. I'm not promoting smoking, but um, we both smoked at the time, and so we would go out and talk guitars and talk whatever, and just sit there. And well, actually, he'd be bumming smokes off me. Is what he'd be doing. Dude, I've I don't want to say lent cigarettes, but I've actually I've had many rock stars bum smokes off me over the years, and I don't smoke now, but I did for years.
What are you gonna say? No to them?
You know? Do you know who Joe Louis Walker is?
I know the name.
Yeah, he's a blues guy. Amazing,
Mm-hmm.
amazing. He bummed a cigarette off me one time.
Smoking Joe.
Um, uh, what's the other? Uh, this guy, he didn't bum a smoke off me, but he called me a bastard.
You can't say that, dude.
What's his name? Taj Mahal.
Really?
Taj Mahal
Taj?
he called me a bastard one time. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He lives here. He lives here, and his wife used to come into both these guys, Joe Louis Walker, Taj Mahal. They used to come into the shop I used to fix guitars at years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would see all these guys. Ry Cooder would come in. All these guys, I would see them. Green Day. I mean, all these dudes, all the time. It was awesome. But and at the time, all I knew Taj Mahal from was he did the theme for the Ewoks cartoon show. That was the only thing I knew him from, which I know is pathetic. Yeah, you Star Wars fans, again, go see Rogue One in theaters now. If you Star Wars fans, if you guys know the Ewoks remember it was Ewoks and droids. Anyway, the theme for the Ewoks, that's Taj Mahal.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
What was I saying though? What's this whole oh yeah, so finally so Bill Spooner and I, we would sit out on the fire escape and smoke and talk guitars, rock and roll, whatever. He'd tell me stories about, on tour, all that stuff with the Tubes. And anyway, I'd let him play my Ernie Ball Music Man. And I ran into him some years later at one of his gigs. I just happened to be in town in Mill Valley. I watched him play, and then I talked to him later, and I forget what we were talking, and he said something like, "Oh, you're the one. You have that Van Halen guitar, that Music Man," and he told me that was the first time he'd ever played one of those. Great guitars.
Did it make him want to go get one?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, at the time that wasn't what he used. He was using all different kinds of. He was into more, what did he play?
I don't know. Strats, probably.
Actually, with one of the rehearsals we did, he actually showed up with a Kramer. Actually, I remember. But it was one of those real budget ones. One of those real budget Kramers from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I remember he showed up to one of the rehearsals one time with one of those. But I think he was into like flying V's and not destroyers. What's a destroyer from? Explorers.
Explorer.
He was into all all that kind of stuff.
Spaceship looking guitars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
He actually he still lives here. He lives. I'm not gonna say the town he lives in, but he lives in the area. And a
What's his
friend.
address?
I'm not gonna say. Um, but a friend of mine was taking guitar lessons from him, like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, somewhere. This friend of mine would take guitar lessons, and he would go to the lesson, and he would like tell him hi. He's like, "Oh, Johnny says hi," you know.
Hmm.
Um. Anyway, so many stories, man. So many.
So many stories, so little time.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat box, tell us your stories. I'm sure everyone has a war story. Cool guitar story.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. This is I like doing this stuff. This is cool. I remember things I'd forgot, for so many years. And
Oh, sure.
um but yeah.
James Douglas talking about playing an amazing Telecaster. Play the new Professional. He's got one and can't put it down. Well, since you're talking Telecasters, I've been playing this for a few days, and I'm loving this guitar again. It's my custom shop 52 Telly. This neck is as big as a baseball bat. It is literally, it's insane how big this neck is.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Sorry, no, I didn't mean to do that.
Did you unplug?
Look how thick that. Oh yeah, I did unplug. Can you hear me? Or is there a delay now?
I'm echoing.
Oh, that's because I had to get the guitar. Hang on.
Hey, Adam. It's kind of like you. That one night when
That's it. Now it's better, right?
that night I ran upstairs. You
Yeah.
guys had that echo going for like 20 minutes. I watched. I sat through that. I watched that.
I'm sorry. Sorry that you did.
You guys are echoing for like half an hour. Oh, yeah. What kind of pickups are in that guitar? Michael Smith is asking.
These are Don Mayer custom pickups. He's out of Washington State, I believe, and they're custom wound pickups for a Telly. The bridge pickup is called the 0038, and that's the Keith Richards broadcaster pickup. And the neck pickup is a
Keith.
Yeah, it's called the Kiefer, actually. Exactly.
Happy birthday, Keith Richards.
It certainly is. Happy birthday for him. The neck pickup is a silver over brass 1953 Telly pickup.
Nice.
And it's and the body and neck are both roasted. The guitar is super light. I've had this guitar over a year now. It's I'll play it for a while and I'll put it down and then I forget that I even have it, and then I pick it up again. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this one.
Hey, 802 Blues. Hey, man. Yeah.
James, yes, I do like the 3-saddle bridge because they are compensated intonation bridge. I don't know if you can see that, but they're definitely compensated for intonation.
They're not just round. I see it. There's like squares facing different directions.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So how is the intonation on that? Is it?
It's pretty dead on. Pretty dead on. I think the G string is a tiny, tiny bit sharp. maybe one or 2 cents, but that's it. But that's you can't really even hear that.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. One of the things with those bridges, the three was it
Mm-hmm.
saddles, three
Three
saddles.
saddles, yeah.
You know, I was always like scared of those. You know, because of the intonation. You know,
Yeah.
you would get one right, and the other one would be off or like close. But it looks like you got that thing down.
Yeah, it's really in tune. The guitar is greatly in tune. Take care, Pete. Have a Merry Christmas.
See you, Pete.
And I changed the saddles from brass to steel. I like steel bridges for Telecasters. They have a little bit more pop to them.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. It's definitely a great guitar. I'm digging it. I always love this guitar, and I'm in telly mode lately. So
Mm-hmm. See you, Pete. I'm always in telly mode, man. Always.
especially since I'm going to be I'm going to be playing with Will Ray when I get down to North Carolina. I have to get in telly mode once I'm down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I started playing tellies.
Mm-hmm. That's cool, man. That's cool. Do you ever? I know you film. I know you film some of your jams. I've seen them on your page. Do you? You can probably do like a live thing if you want.
Yeah, we
Maybe.
might be able to do one. We might be able to do one. Let's see what. Hang on a second. I know that the 30th is it's a Friday night. The 30th is a Friday night, so we can actually do one.
Oh well, I wasn't talking about that, but we could.
But we can do a like a live jam, a live we can have Will Ray possibly on on one of our hangouts on a show.
Oh, that'd be great.
Maybe we can have him talk about he has cigar box guitars that he enjoys playing these days. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe we can have him talk about some of his cigar box guitars.
Oh,
I'll ask him.
That'd be
I'll
very
ask him.
cool.
Yeah.
That'd be very cool, man. Yes. Fisherman 50 Fly Guy is asking me if I've seen any Friedmans in Guitar Center. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yeah. Yep. They carry the brand. They carry. I think what you'll probably find in there is like the small box 50 with a 212 cabinet or a 112 cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what they can carry in the store, and then you can order anything. They'll do a special order on anything else, but that's usually what you'll see in the store is a small box 50.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a great amp. Really a great amp.
David Allen Wright is asking if we're gonna be on Wednesday and Friday
Yeah, I think so, right?
of this week. We're planning on it. When's Christmas?
Sunday? Is it Sunday or Monday? Hang on. It's Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah. See, we don't do Christmas around here, so for me, it's just gonna be like any other day. But I know a lot of people are going out of town. Well, you for one thing.
Yeah.
People are going out of town and everything. But yeah, we'll be on Wednesday.
Yeah, it'll be Wolfgang Wednesday, of course.
Wolfgang Wednesday, that's right. This is Telecaster Monday.
if you could hear this guitar just really ringing, it rings like crazy. It's still the body shakes when it's crazy.
I can hear it, yeah.
Still going.
David Allen Wright doesn't do Christmas. Yeah, yeah. Not everybody does Christmas. I enjoy Christmas. We just don't do it. Um, although I enjoy you know everything about it. You know, the lights. All that stuff. I like going out and looking at the lights and all that stuff. Um, I can't wait for Johnny to get to try a Friedman. I've tried them, man.
Yeah, you even have a video of you playing one, right?
I've got many. I've got many videos of me playing them. So, although some of them I'm actually using like pedals, and
In fact,
I'm just
in,
using the clean channel
in
on them.
fact, your EVH overdrive video is through a Friedman Small Box 50.
It might be, yeah.
It is. I remember it is. You're playing it through the clean channel of a Small Box 50.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Search. I'm sure I used Friedman. Yeah, search this channel for Friedman, and you'll. Oh, you're talking about the guitars. Oh, well, that's different. No, never tried one. Never seen one.
They're not out yet. I don't think they're for sale yet. I think they'll be out after the NAMM show. I think there's a few
Probably.
prototypes. There's a few prototypes floating around. I know that Pete Thorne has one, a telly looking one. I think with P90s. But yeah, I remember talking to Dave Friedman on an interview, and he was just making some prototypes at the time. That was a little earlier this year, so I think they're waiting till the NAMM show to display them, and they'll come out early next year. And early next year meaning 2017.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, early next year. That's like
Early next year, like 2 weeks.
that's like a month from now. Yeah, yeah. It's literally that's. Wow, man.
Yeah, I remember liking. He has like a Charvel San Dimas that I was talking to him about that I actually asked him to hold for me, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to either keep that one. It's a prototype, but I think it's a 2 humbucker, a black Charvel looking guitar, 2 humbuckers with his headstock that I really loved. I thought it looked great. It sounded great, on the video. It was very cool.
Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
Sure. Sean, brass saddles do wear out, and brass nuts. Brass is not a very hard metal, so it will wear out. It takes a little while, but they do wear out. Your best bet for a nut would be bone. I think that's the hardest material for a nut, and that's probably the best sounding. That's my opinion, but I think that they're the best sounding. I haven't played one of those new tellies yet, Sinner, so I don't know the professional. I've seen photos of it. To me, it looks like a regular American Standard. Well, I've seen the Strat. I haven't seen the professional. To me, it looks like a regular American Standard that they just changed the name. It's now called the Professional. But I mean, there could be some minute changes to it. I'm not sure. What else we got here? James, James asked me if it's true that the new Stripe series is going to have a hockey stick headstock. I really can't discuss it. I can't disclose anything. I don't know for sure what's going on. I have not. I mean, there are rumors. even if I knew exactly, I'm not the guy to ask. I don't blow the whistle before it's time. I'm sorry. It's just not the right thing to do. Everything's supposed to be a surprise, so let's leave it at that. Let's see what else we got here. I think Johnny went to take care of his chickens, so that's where he is. Hopefully, it won't take him a half hour. Hopefully, he won't be taking any more photos in front of a Christmas tree. Anyone else have any questions about anything at all? And I am having a great time playing this guitar. Wow, it's just strum an A chord on this guitar. It's euphoric, actually. Fly guy asks if how hard would it be to get a Music Craft hockey stick and put it on a Stripe Series body. Now, I think you can do it. I think it would be fine. The neck pocket may be a little bit big, so you probably would have to get an R3 nut, slightly wider fretboard. And it would fit in that Stripe Series guitar pretty good, actually, I think. Yeah. You should try it. Brick Breaker, are you telling me that it's $6,000 to jam with Judas Priest at a fantasy camp? Now, I would imagine that if you're a Judas Priest fan, that would probably be worth it, because since we're all Van Halen fans, if Van Halen had a fantasy camp and it cost $6,000 to jam with Van Halen, I'm sure all of us would find $6,000 to do it. I think we'd all do whatever we have to do if that sort of thing was going to happen. So if you're a fan of Judas Priest, like I know we're all fans of Van Halen, I think that's not terrible. What do you guys think? What if Van Halen had a fantasy camp and it cost $6,000 to play with Van Halen for a week? Would you guys do it? Brick, no, I wouldn't say that, man. I just everyone has their own money means different things to different people. If it's not worth it to you, it's cool.
What's going on?
Brick Breaker was saying it's $6,000 to go to a Judas Priest fantasy camp and play with Judas Priest. Basically asking if $6,000. Yeah. So basically, he was asking if it was worth it. I said, well, I'll put it to you this way: what if Van Halen had a fantasy camp and it cost $6,000 to play with Van Halen for a week? I think all of us would find a way to come up with $6,000. And I said, it just depends on how big a fan you are. If you're a fan of the band, and you can scratch up $6,000. I think it'd be worth it. I certainly would find $6,000 to play with Van Halen for a week if they had a fantasy camp that did that. Wouldn't you? Would you try to find that much dough to be able to play with your dream band? I would. Because that's history right there. It's that's me personally. It's my opinion. And then Brick Breaker said that it's he feels like he's low rent. And I said no. Things mean different things to different people, you know?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. You know, even if it was for a full day, you know, I mean, maybe not a week, you know, because I don't think, you know, but I mean, you go to a Van Halen show, and to get into the VIP section, it's $1,000 for a ticket. So $6,000 to jam to actually play with Van Halen and hang out with them all day. You know, I think that's still pretty worth it. You know, if you have the dough, why not?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a lifetime experience that you'll never get again. Adam Scheinberg asks if I would sell some of my guitars to play with Van Halen. I've already played with Van Halen, so I don't have to sell any guitars. And I played his guitar. So.
Mm-hmm. You had fun?
I had a great time. I had a great time.
Yeah, that sounds like a great time, man.
It wasn't on stage. It was in his hotel room, but it still can, you know, constitutes playing music with him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Were you plugged in?
No, we were just, you know, both playing guitars acoustically like this.
That's cool.
So, yeah, it was fun.
That's cool.
How are the chickens?
Oh, they're good. They're fine. Yes. What was that?
Mary asked how I got into his hotel room. I was invited. That's just the short version. That's the short version.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
The long version will take an hour to talk about.
Yeah.
And if you scroll back a couple of months, you'll hear the story.
Man. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard all kinds of cool stories like that from different people.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff. Thank you everybody for watching this stuff. If you dig it, please give us a thumbs up. That lets us know that you're enjoying this. Which, you know, if you're here, I guess you would be enjoying it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm having a great time. It's Monday.
Me too. You know, it's actually a pretty good Monday. It's a pretty good Monday for a Saturday.
It's a good Monday, isn't it? Monday.
It's a good Monday for a Saturday.
I think it's Monday.
It is Monday.
It is. Yeah, my whole day is thrown off. If you guys follow Howie on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, you saw that Howie walked at the ocean today, which meant I got this one certain sandwich.
Oh yes, the roast beef with jalapeno peppers. Is that it?
Yeah. It was good. It wasn't as good as it usually is. I mean, it's never been horrible. It's never been terrible. You know how you know, you go to certain places and you get, you know, you order whatever it is. If you get the same thing every time, sometimes, you know, it might not be totally, you know, as good. Still good, but there's sometimes that are better than others, right?
Mm-hmm. It's like that everywhere, though.
Oh yeah. Today it wasn't as good as it normally is, but it was still good. Still good.
You know, it's like the old saying: even bad pizza is still pretty good.
Still pizza.
Yes. Right. Yep.
Thank you. Howie is a good boy. Sully Dude says, love Howie. Mary Joan Wright is saying. Yeah, Howie's the man, man. Howie is definitely the man, and he had a great walk today in Santa Cruz,
Did
right
he get any of your sandwich?
at the ocean. No, no, he did not. Um, you know how I usually take a photo of me acting like I'm eating the sandwich with Howie staring at me? Yeah, I do that every time. I took a photo, although I didn't post it. Huh? 19. Are you watching this, Alex? Alex liked our video. This video. Uh, let me see. Yeah, I took a photo of me eating the sandwich and Howie looking at me. Although I didn't post it. I didn't post it, but there it is. There's me eating the sandwich, and there's Howie looking at me.
Why do you always get a sandwich and I don't?
Yeah.
Why? But
Um,
Dad.
There he is.
Does he call you Dad?
No.
He's smiling.
Yeah. Yeah. See, in some places, some of you guys, you're watching this. It's snowing. It might be horrible. You know, here it was a pretty nice day. A little cold, but you know, nice day. Yeah, yeah. So usually when we walk that early, because see, normally we walk. Uh-oh, Alex. Alex is calling. Normally we go for our walks after this. You know, after we get done with this, you know, that's when we go and we walk around here. So when we walk, you know, when we walk, I can hear you watching.
You obviously hear me watching. Yeah, you can hear it all the way from
Uh-huh. Zipkin. And you guys know Zipkin?
Zip it, Kin.
Huh? He says it's a nice Telecaster.
Oh, thank you.
It says thank you.
That's a 53.
What?
Is it a 53?
52.
52 reissue?
Yeah, it's a custom shop.
I thought he had a 53.
No, I have a 53. This is a custom shop one though.
I gotta get off my rear end and paint the neck for my 52 replica.
Mm-hmm. You're making a telly?
Yeah, 52 replica telly.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I probably won't be absolutely finished until I'm in school, but I'll get to it eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys are wondering who this is Alex Zipkin. He's the one. A lot of my videos. If there's somebody filming me at Guitar Center, it's usually this guy.
Yeah, that plus anything with the 3-color cherry burst Mexican wall paint special. That's my guitar.
Yeah. I played his guitar in a couple videos. I think when I played the Lunchbox, when I played the LBX.
Yeah. You did a video that I got it too, because you hadn't done one with the Mexican model special.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that guitar's been in plenty of your videos at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. So.
Yeah, it's a great guitar, man.
Yeah, I love it.
It's a great guitar.
Yeah.
Yes. So what?
Yeah. I'm gonna call and let you know I'm watching, given that I heard you ask me in the video.
We haven't talked about EVH gear at all. Hey,
no.
What amplifier do you play, Alex?
Oh, hey, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Keep watching the show.
What amp do you play? Huh?
He's gone.
Oh. What happened?
That's the amp he plays. Coo, coo, coo.
I was trying to get him to say he plays an EVH amp.
Yeah,
That's what he uses. That's his setup. His setup is the EVH. The neck that guitar came off. That's what he plays. The Mexico special Sunburst, is it? That's Alex's guitar, and then he plays his amp is the 5153 212, is it? I did a video with his amp as well.
Crazy.
Like a year ago, like when he first got the amp, I did a video with his amp and maybe his guitar as well. Maybe. I'll put the link down below once we're done. I got to remind myself to do that. So anyway,
James Douglas says this guitar is loud acoustic. It is pretty loud.
Yeah. What else? I said I was going to put a link below for some other video too. Do you guys remember what it was? I'll have to rewatch this and figure out what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't even know if that was tonight's video that you said that.
No, it was.
It
was a little while ago. I said I'll put a link below to something, and now I can't remember what it was. I'll have to usually, a lot of times, I'll rewatch the video like later on, like sometimes the next day. I'll wake up and then put the video on for a little while and look at it, or sometimes I'll rewatch it while I'm eating dinner. You know, like later tonight. You know.
What is for dinner tonight?
I have no idea because I had that sandwich.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So, well, that means it's not going to be a big dinner. Adam, did I post a link to the Marshmallow World cover that the Mayfire did? No, I didn't. I was going to. And then here's what happened. I went and I found where I have a link to that song, and actually it's on MySpace. So I can probably... MySpace links are kind of dangerous. You know, every time I go to the Apple Store, if I try to go to MySpace on an iPad at the Apple Store, it blocks it. You can't get to it. David Allen Wright might know something about this. How come you can't get to MySpace from the Apple Store on their network? It blocks it. They don't want to let you.
I'm very mad at the Apple Store right now too.
Uh-oh.
I'm very angry with them. I went there today to find a laptop case so that I can travel with my laptop, and they don't carry any cases. Like, you're Apple. How do you not carry a laptop case for the laptops? How do you not sell those?
I didn't know there was a case for a laptop.
No, like not a case, like a bag. Like
a bag?
A bag, something. Yes.
I have a backpack. I actually have a special backpack with the built-in, you know, what do you call it?
Yeah,
foam or
a sleeve.
Huh?
A sleeve to put your laptop in.
Well, yeah, but no, like shock resistant. It's a shock resistant backpack,
meaning
I could like toss it across the room with a laptop in it and it'd be fine.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, but now my laptop sucks, so I've got this awesome backpack right up there, for this horrible laptop.
Horrible.
Oh. I still use it though. I take the laptop with me to NAMM, you know, every.
It's spelled horrible.
Every year.
Is it WHOREABLE?
No. You can't spell that.
Yes, you can. You can spell it any way you like.
You can't spell that on here.
Oh my goodness.
Adam says MySpace might be riddled with malware. I think it might be, and it's a shame. It's too bad, you know. MySpace, it actually isn't really that. The site isn't that bad, you know. The way it is now. You know, if you guys still have pages on MySpace, I do. You know, I still have mine.
How is that?
How do I still have it? I still have it. I never deleted them. You know, because Howie has a page there, and actually, I actually need to go through Howie's MySpace, through I've got like I had so many pages for different things. I've got at least 2 or 3 that I know I still that I can still find. But I've got so many photos of Howie on his MySpace, like photos that aren't anywhere else, that aren't on his Facebook, and they're all, you know, photos from 10 years ago,
Right.
you know? So I need to go through his page and save all those photos. You know, photos of him, you know, from 10 years ago.
Sure. When he was a pup, just a pup, a little bit of a pup.
But yeah, try that next time you guys are at the Apple store. Get on one of their iPads and try to go to MySpace. It won't let you. It blocks it. But why was I? Oh yeah, so the Marshmallow World cover that the Mayfire did, it's on my MySpace. So I guess I could post a link to it in the video here, maybe. Although I was wondering, posting a MySpace link, I don't know. That's why we started talking about this whole thing.
That might be dangerous.
Yeah.
You might open up a wormhole.
I might have to well, the thing is I don't own that song. I mean, it's a cover tune. I played on it. That's me on there, but I don't own it. So what I could do, well, although I don't make any money off it. I could send you guys to the iTunes link for the song. You guys can download it. You know, and I'm not making any money off it, so you know, it was a compilation. We did that song for a Christmas compilation for a studio out here, a studio in San Francisco, a pretty popular studio called Talking House. And they do a Christmas compilation every year, I guess. And we were on one of them. We were on one we did that in 2009, I think. But yeah, that was one of the songs where I used an actual Echoplex. That's why we were talking about that the other day. I used an original Echoplex on that song. Actually, on that song, and there's another song we did called All Right, which was on. Actually, let me grab this. We actually did an EP.
That all right now?
Okay, here it is. It was this one. No, it wasn't that. No. We did a LP. We actually did an EP, and this came out in 2008. There's a song on here called "All Right." It's an original tune. I don't know if you guys have really done a lot of digging on me, but I was in this band called the Mayfire, and it was a pretty we had a great time. Did a lot of touring. We toured a lot.
You realize you just said that 2 separate ways.
I know. Well, it's because I'm not thinking. You know, I'm trying to figure stuff out. But anyway, there's a song called "All Right," which was on this. You can find this. It's an EP.
There's also a song called "All Right" on the new Chicken Foot record.
Yeah, different song. We released this before they released that.
Well, the new Chicken Foot record's like 3 years old. Sorry.
Well, this came out in 2008.
Okay.
But and then the song "All Right," which it's on iTunes. Go to iTunes. All this stuff's on iTunes. The song "All Right" on the Mayfire, The List is what it's called. I used an original Echoplex on that song as well. That's the whole point of me talking about this. If you guys want to hear an actual echoplex. Oh, that reminds me of something else. I know I said on the video, the echoplex video I did, that Edward used an echoplex at the end of eruption. I know I said that. It's not true. And then I know I said after that he used that Roland on it. That's also not true. He used a Univox. That's what he used. He used a Univox something or other. Alan, where's Alan? Yeah. Although he did use all those effects.
Mm-hmm.
He just used them for different things. You know. But the thing is you can simulate all this stuff with a lot of different effects. But at the end of eruption, as far as like the record, that was a Univox something.
I don't know what it is.
Right? I better look this up because Alan's going to yell at me if I got this wrong.
You can yell at yourself. I give you permission.
Let me see. Oh, somebody sent me some photos of the Andy Summers Collins guitar.
Collins?
Collins? Those are cool guitars. Did you? Yeah, you were saying they're very, very expensive.
Yeah. And they're amazing quality. They're just amazing quality.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no resale value. If you want to go and sell it, you're not getting your money back.
Huh? Why is that?
Because they're not. Because it doesn't say Fender or Gibson on the headstock. It's just unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's.
And it's quite it's better quality than both those companies, unfortunately. But I mean, it is what it is. But they're just, you can't sell it to sell your life, to save your life. Can't save it to sell your life. Cellulite? What?
I don't know.
I don't either. I've got nothing. I've got nothing in the tank.
Well, I better say this on here because I know Alan is going to watch this and I'm going to hear about it.
Johnny, no, you were wrong. You have the proof. Where's the proof?
Yeah. And he posts that all over the place.
Yeah.
He's like, Johnny's wrong,
Show me the proof.
It's like, come on. At least,
Get your own show, Alan Garber.
But the thing is you can use these effects and they all really do the same thing.
Yes.
They really do. So it really doesn't matter. But as far as, as facts, okay, on stage, Eddie uses a Univox Echo that was concealed in a World War II practice bomb.
Wow, a practice bomb? What do you mean? There's such thing as a practice bomb and a real bomb? You can't say that either. You cannot say that word. Practice.
So he would use it. Edward says, I had a different motor put in it. This is in 1978. He was telling Jazz Obrecht, who might actually be, I'm actually related to in some weird way. The guy who gave Edward his first interview for Guitar Player, I'm related to him.
Nice. See you later, Adam.
Believe it or not. But that's by marriage.
Mm-hmm. Adam, before you go, I'm gonna be at Sam Ash in Huntington tomorrow, picking up one of my guitar cases. So if you want to go have lunch, let me know.
Yeah, you guys should do that. Edward had a different motor put in it, so it would delay much slower and go really low. Edward says, I use this for eruption. I also use 2 echoplexes and a flanger for, how do you say that word?
What?
I I gotta learn to read.
Spell it.
S-U-B-T-L-E.
Subtle.
Subtle, but it's got a B in it. So how does that subtle?
Subtle. It's a silent B.
You know, yeah. Actually, the B in my last name is actually silent. It's Johnny Ian.
Yeah. Oh.
Johnny Ian. The flanger for subtle touches. I also use an MXR Phase 90 phase shifter that gives me treble boost for solos, which is right. Which is definitely okay. So there you go. So there you go, Alan. He used, I finally said it. He used a Univox Echo for the end of Eruption. But he did use the Roland and the.
Yeah, he used all that stuff.
Used all of it. Still does.
No, I don't think he still does.
Oh, come on.
I don't think he does.
I'm sure he still does. What was I gonna say? But yeah, the MXR Phase 90 for the tremolo picking, always love that. Always love that sound, It
got to keep the knob on as low as it can go.
It always, to me, that tone or that sound, like let's say Us Festival, Eruption Us Festival, where he's going real high and
Sure.
doing Eruption, the Eruption part, whatever the one. Can you play it? The part that's the one part where you hear the biggest cheers in any Van Halen concert is when he plays that one part.
That
Almost. That's almost it. But that one part, watch any Van Halen concert, go to any Van Halen concert. When he plays that one section right there, you get the biggest cheers out of, aside from them walking on stage for the first time, he plays that line and you get the biggest roars from the audience,
Or is it this one? I can't play this guitar.
That's when you've been playing. Yeah, that one too. But when he does the MXR Phase 90 on that one part that you were just playing, for me, I mean, I was a kid watching that, VHS, the Us Festival all the time. Yeah. For me, it was always it sounded like somebody's brushing their teeth.
Oh, okay.
That's what it always sounded to me. Sure. It was always like some sort of brushing teeth sound.
Yeah, absolutely. James, I can't plug it in, man. My tenant upstairs is home. It's too late. I can't plug in. Sorry. Not tonight. This should be plenty loud enough.
Yeah, it's loud. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you for watching this, everybody. If you dig this stuff, please leave us a thumbs up. That lets us know that you're digging this. I'm digging this. I'm having a good time.
Me too.
Although I don't know, it's been an hour and a half.
Oh, you don't have to give Howie his W, do you?
I don't. Although I'd like to at least keep these things, under 2 hours.
Well, I'm not saying we need to go past 2 hours. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
At least you don't have to go out. You don't have to
man.
go out.
Oh no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. Thank you for the thumbs up. I just saw one. No, I'm here. And I'm doing this, and then gonna have a little bit of dinner later, and then I have to get ready for tomorrow. I'll be up in Walnut Creek tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you will.
And so, which means I'll be at Guitar Center. Maybe they've got some cool stuff there.
Playing your Echoplex guitar with your gold Wolfgang?
Probably, yeah. I'm definitely. I'll. Alex, are you watching this? What are you doing tomorrow, Alex? You want to go to Guitar Center and film another video of that Echoplex pedal? Because I didn't even scratch the surface of that pedal. I really didn't. There's so much more on there you can do. I got to get that pedal done now.
Yeah, you do.
Gotta.
All right, everyone heard it. Everyone heard it right here. He's got to get that pedal.
It's Christmas.
Let's get him hooked up. Let's get Johnny hooked up.
My P.O. box is in the description below. What was that?
Nothing. That's not absolutely nothing.
Mhm. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, so I'll be at Guitar Center tomorrow. So look for some sort of video late tomorrow night of who knows what. You know, definitely probably some more with that pedal.
Yeah. James Douglas, we can talk about the 2017 EVH stuff on January 19th. How about that? That's when we can talk about it.
Is that the first day of NAMM?
Of NAMM, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll be there. I'll be there, so you'll see videos.
While you were gone, everyone wanted to know about the hockey stick headstocks, and I said that I don't know. I can't comment on anything anyway. So
Myself, I don't know anything. So, but as soon as I walk into that, I was going to say booth. It's not really a booth.
yeah,
You know? It's not
that
like,
open space.
you know, you think of a booth, you walk into a telephone booth, you know. It's not like that.
It's about that big.
It's not like that, but as soon as I'm there, there'll be photos. I'll post photos. I'll put videos right up, so you'll see the stuff. You'll see the stuff, and I'll try to play the stuff. It's it's hard because there's like a million people all right there grabbing at the stuff, playing. You think Guitar Center is crazy on a Saturday? Wait until you see NAMM. It's much. You know.
Yeah.
David Allen Wright knows what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so do you.
Yeah.
You were at Summer NAMM.
It's
You know,
almost,
it's like a big music store.
sure, really big.
You know.
Big is not even the word.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's leaving. Goodbye.
See ya.
James Douglas is leaving, I think. Goodbye, James.
No, I think Mary's leaving.
Oh. Goodbye, Mary. 1550 Fly Guy may go to NAMM this year. Cool. If you do, man, if you're there,
Look you up.
stop and say hey, man.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop and say hey, you know, because yeah, a few years ago, somebody told me they saw me, but it was like after the fact, you know. It was like a comment on a video. Johnny, I saw you. How come you didn't say hi to me?
Dave, I don't know if they open the show up to the public on the last day. I'm not sure. I really don't think so. I think you have to have it's
What, winter NAMM?
Yeah.
No, there's no free day. No, not like, yeah. In Nashville, there's
and you can't do deals. You don't buy stuff while you're there. You can't buy stuff.
No. Well, technically, you're not supposed to.
Well, unless you're a store.
Well, the main stuff, like the Fender, the Gibson, the main rooms, no, you're not buying any of that stuff. There's like a basement. There's like a basement level where where the smaller like stuff you've never heard of. Down there, who knows what's going on down there? they're probably doing some deals down there, but as far as like the main manufacturer stuff, unless you're a store and you take orders on stuff,
yeah,
you know,
or you certainly can't take things home with you that day.
No, and but a lot of the models. Well, let's say for EVH Gear, most of those guitars there, like the brand new ones, like you saw when I filmed the Star when that was first released. That was the one that Edward actually approved. So it said on the back of it, you know, approved and then it had a date, you know, which actually the date was from like, was it from like a couple years before? Like he approved it like a couple years before it came out or something. I forget. Look at the video. Look at the video that I put up on this channel. But
Well,
so a
that's
lot
how
of
it happens.
so a
That's
lot
how
of
that all
so
happens.
yeah, so a lot of that stuff, yeah, you can't. Nobody can buy that stuff. That stuff goes right back
In the vault,
to the
whatever vault
factory.
they have. Yeah.
You know, the stuff that Edward approved. You can look. You can play it. You can look at it. You can pose with it. You know, that stuff is going straight back to Fender. Although one of them did get out. Somebody did buy one. One of the ones that he signed. You know, when I went that year, I had the mustache. I've got a photo of me holding one of the Wolfgangs, and it's Eddie signed it and everything. Somebody did buy that, and somebody did post photos like of it in their house, like a display. And I saw it, and I'm like, I played that guitar. And I don't remember how the guy got it.
Hmm.
Although that wouldn't have been one that Eddie approved, so it's possible. Anyway. What am I
Why
saying?
wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be if it said it was approved on the back of it? Why
Well,
wouldn't
no,
it be?
that one wasn't.
Then what
That
did
was
it
a,
just happen?
that was just a regular one. It was just signed.
Oh,
It wasn't like an approved model of like a brand new model.
okay.
You know, like these new, like anything new that comes out this year will say approved on the back of the headstock, and Eddie, it'll have been signed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that Wolfgang, David Allen Wright. You were there. The one that one guy that talks to us all the time. The one that he bought.
Mm-hmm.
The one that was at Summer NAMM was signed on the back of the guitar versus the headstock, right? The back of the guitar actually was signed.
Cool. Oh, on the El Natural.
The brown back. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. David Allen Wright. Hey man. That's right, right? Because you were there, you saw it.
We don't need no stinking badges. What?
Somebody said they would say hi to me at NAMM. Yeah, definitely. Anybody. If you're watching this. Yeah, if you're watching this.
Philip Reed Wallace. Philip. He was the other guy at NAMM, Summer NAMM.
Oh yeah,
Philip.
yeah, he was there too. He was the one he sent me that video of the guy playing through the amp. Philip Reed Wallace is the guy that sent me that video. Um 802 Blues. Just watched. Should I read this? He just watched Miles Ahead. Great movie if you dig Miles Davis. It's a must-see, he says. Is it like a documentary or a like a biography? What do you call it?
I'm not sure.
But yeah, definitely. If anybody, if you're watching this, up until whenever NAMM is, yeah, definitely look for me. I'll be there. Would love to meet you guys. Say hi.
Yeah, I'll be jealous.
Look at some cool stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I see a lot of we know a lot of we have. Well, I don't know about you, but I've got friends that have mutual friends, and we know like a lot of the same people, and it's always great to meet up and talk. And
I don't have any friends.
Wait, that's not funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yes, anybody can say hi. Oh, that's cool, man. 802 Blues is talking about the Miles Ahead.
Take care, Bubba.
The Miles Davis movie. It's just like it's like the Ray Charles movie.
Oh, cool, but different.
Oh, cool. See you later, Bubba. Thank you very much. He's going to do a CD test.
Nice. What exactly is that?
That's probably, if it's what I'm assuming, where he probably recorded a song and then he probably burned it to a CD and he's gonna go listen to it in his car.
Nice.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what a CD test is for me.
I used to do that in the '80s with cassettes. What's a cassette?
Is that what you're doing? I'm assuming. Yeah. Yeah. Every time I mix songs, I mean, yeah, you have your everything here. You know, it can sound great here, but you got to test it in the car. You got to test it. Your mix, you got to test it in the car. If it sounds great in the car,
it should sound great everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you got to be doing 90 down the highway with the windows open.
Yeah. Car test of my new CD. Yes, first run. Cool. Cool. Yep. I've done those plenty of times, man. All the songs that I have available on iTunes. 99 cents. All those songs, they all did the car test.
Night, brother.
I did a remix for you know who Melanie C is?
Mm-hmm.
Are you just saying that, or you know?
No, I just wanted to know what it was like to be Rob Johnson for a second when you're not listening and you say,
okay.
Yep.
Do you know who that is though? Melanie C.
Yeah. I have heard of her before, but I've never heard her music.
Okay. Well, I did a remix of one of her songs, and I added guitar to it, and I think bass and drums and all this stuff. Anyway, it's on my SoundCloud. But that got the CD test in the car. I had a deadline for that. It had to be submitted. Yes, you're right. Wagyu Spice Girls. Yeah, she's one of the Spice Girls. I was up all night mixing that thing, all night, and then every hour on the hour I was outside circling the block.
Which Spice is she?
You know, Sporty. Yeah, yeah. I'm a huge fan of her solo work. She's great. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. But anyway, I know what it's like to mix a song and to test it out in the car. I've done that a million times. And for me, it's never done. Never done. Every song I've ever put out, let's say on iTunes, I can't listen to them. I'll listen to it and I'll be like, nope, that's wrong. It's never for me, a mix is never perfect. Hey, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn, what's up? James Douglas, the striped guitars behind me, are those the guitars you're talking about? If you're talking about them, they're guitars that I built. They're Musicraft and Chris Lock guitars. Chris Lock bodies, Musicraft necks. But the whole top row, all the Wolfgangs and the Music Man, those are all stock.
Mm-hmm. Huh? Are you guys talking to each other? Oh, okay. You guys are talking to each other. Okay.
All right. Well, on that note,
I see that. Huh? You want to get out of here?
Well, I'm fine with staying too, but it's it's 10:06.
We got 50 thumbs ups, man.
Nice.
50. So we've been on for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still.
Yeah. 2 hours.
Even so.
It went by like nothing. It was like nothing.
It's a good one.
It was quick.
We got to have Rob not on more often.
Yeah. Rob was fired again.
Oh. There's no way he'll be watching the the end of this one anyway, so he can't get upset. He won't see it.
I don't. Why would he be upset? Because I said he's fired.
Yeah, because I said that we shouldn't have him on as much as we do.
But he's never on.
Oh, that's it. Ron. He's never Ron. He's never Ron.
He's never Ron. Yeah, but he's never here. Even when he is, he's not. Because he doesn't listen. He's like, mm-hmm. Yeah, that usually means he doesn't know what we even said.
Yep. That's his favorite word.
But now he's going to hear this now. He's going to hear this and get mad. I better stop saying this.
Someone's going to tell him.
Well, don't say, yeah, you can't say that because they will now.
Citizen wants to know where I learned how to build guitars. Back in 1988 or 89, I used to work for Gem Guitars, Joe DeSpagni at Gem Guitars, which is the precursor to the Ibanez Gem guitar, the Steve Vai guitar.
Very cool.
Joe DeSpagni was making guitars for Steve Vai, so you know all the weird shaped guitars that you saw in the Yankee Rose video and the Going Crazy video. Those were all Gem guitars, you know, the flame guitar and the green Swiss cheese guitar and all those funky shaped ones.
Was Gem, was that the same as Performance?
No, but Performance was putting necks on the Gem guitars. So
because Jason Becker has the Performance flame guitar.
Yeah, yep. The original one, I believe, is at the Rock Walk.
So on Sunset, yeah.
Yeah, the original, the one that Joe DeSpagni made, and I think that has a Performance neck on it. But I know that the body is made by Joe. And the neck, the original neck from that guitar is a hockey stick neck anyway. I think it was probably a Chandler neck, because at the time I think that's where we were getting the hockey stick necks from, was Chandler.
Chandler, that's San Francisco. That's out here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But it could have been a Performance as well, because we could have been getting them from Performance as well, or even Tom Anderson at the time, and putting them on Steve's guitars for him. I can't remember exactly, but that was we made his guitars.
When was this? This is way back in the day.
88.
Way back in the day.
88 and 89.
Wow.
Yep, that was just as he well, actually no, it was 86. It was 86. 88, by 88 he was playing the Ibanez guitars. So it was 86. During the Eat 'em and Smile record is when Joe was making him guitars. They grew up together. They were neighbors, Steve Vai and Joe DeSpagni, here on Carl Place, Long Island. And they grew up being best friends. Steve's brother and Joe and Steve, they all rode Harleys together. And, Joe built guitars out of his garage at first. And he used to, repair Steve's guitars, and he started making guitars for Steve and guys like Al Petrelli, who's in the Trans-Siberian Orchestra right now. But Al Petrelli was Alice Cooper's guitar player throughout the 80s.
Oh, I know who he is.
Yeah.
He, yeah. Yes, I know who you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Good night, 802 Blues. He says, have a safe trip, Dave.
Thank you, 802. Randy, I'll let you out in a minute. I'll let you out.
Mm-hmm. Al, I think he played. He might have played on Poison.
He may have. Another buddy of mine.
Actually, I think Steve Hunter played on that.
Okay, I gotta let the dog out. Just give me a minute.
Okay. I think Al. I think he was like a touring guitarist. I don't know if he played on the albums, but Steve Hunter might have played on Poison, the Alice Cooper song Poison. And Steve is a great guy. Steve Hunter, he's at NAMM. I run into him and his wife at NAMM all the time. Let's see. What was I going to say? But yeah, the Steve Hunter connection to Van Halen is Steve Hunter played on Dave Lee Roth's A Little Ain't Enough alongside Jason Becker. The guitars on that album were Steve Hunter and Jason Becker. Total chaos. Hey, man. You asked me something earlier. I forget what it was. Um, have I ever met Eddie? Yes. Yeah. Very, very, very nice guy. Very cool. One of the coolest dudes. You wouldn't believe it. He's a regular dude. And we say that a million times. People get really mad at me when I say Edward Van Halen is a regular guy because they're like, no, he's not. No, he's not. He's the king, which, yes, he is, but no, he's a god. People say all this stuff. People faint left and right, you know, but he's a regular dude.
Who's this?
Edward Van Halen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, and Jason Becker did have an Indiegogo. I was promoting that on here. I know Jason. He's a great guy. Nobody says his cousin married Steve Vai's next door neighbor, Kathy. They went to school together. She said he carried his guitar everywhere.
I can see that.
Kind of like Richie Valens.
Yeah.
And Alex Zipkin.
Listen, when I was younger, I did the same thing when I was like 13, 14, 15, in my early high school days. I did the same thing. I brought my guitar to school without a case on my back. And then when I was tired of getting made fun of, I stopped.
I would take my guitar to school to get out of class.
Yeah, I did the same thing because I'd hang out in the band room with an amp. Like I'd bring an amp to school and go to the band room, and my band teacher was so cool, Mr. Roselli. He would write passes for me to get into either go into class late or get out of class so that I can go into the band room and practice. It was crazy cool. He was so cool. I didn't take advantage of it, but from time to time he would do that.
I think I told this story on here before, maybe. I would take my guitar to school, and I would actually get out of class to go and perform for another class. There were so many times in junior high and high school where I would actually play for classes, where I would show up, or they would invite me. A kid, like, I don't even know what it would be like. Somehow, it's so weird to think about this. Somehow, I would get invited into different classes and play for the classes, like with the teacher right there. Johnny's going to play guitar for us, and I would have an amp. I would do the whole, Van Halen thing, of course, with my Kramer, and everybody's like, "Yeah," it was crazy.
That is crazy.
I don't know. Do people do that now? I don't even know, but
I don't know. I don't generally hang out in high schools anymore.
Well, you can't say that. Come on. Oh, that's right. You're a janitor. I forgot. Yeah. No, but we played. I played at a high school. A couple years ago? I played. We played outside, and the one thing that I'd never seen before, of course, because I haven't been, in school for a couple years. When school starts, the teacher says, "Okay, everybody, put your cell phones away." See, I'd never heard that before. To me, that was the craziest thing.
Well, there were no cell phones back then.
Obviously, 10 years ago. No, wait, there were actually there were cell phones when I was in school, but it wasn't like today. Not everybody had them. Yeah, that is cool. Lynn is saying it's cool to see so many new people watching this tonight.
That's right.
Yes. Welcome.
One and all.
Welcome, everybody, to this. If you dig this stuff, leave a thumbs up. And we appreciate it. Lets us know that you dig watching this stuff.
Put your pages away. That's right.
Well. But yeah,
you're not that young, pal. You're not that young. Sorry.
So I would show up with my guitar and I would play for a class, which meaning play for the class. I would play, some original music that I had at the time, whatever it was, and then I would do the whole Van Halen trip. all the tapping, all the stuff I do these videos, you know, all these lesson videos. I would do, you know, I was doing a lot of stuff then. That's how I learned it, the stuff. And everybody would go crazy. So I remember playing for a class in junior high or something. I remember playing. I was in a drama class. I remember playing for the drama class, which was on this huge stage in the auditorium. I did that one time. I actually played a talent show one time where I played for the entire school, believe it or not, which was insane. My first ever time playing in front of an audience, you know, that big at least, you know. And I remember there was video of that performance, and I never got a copy of it. I always wanted it, and I remember there was video, never got it. Although now it'd be too embarrassing, so I'm glad I don't have it. I played Pretty Woman. I played the Van Halen version of Pretty Woman, just by myself, just on guitar. And I remember there's one point in the song I hit one of those harmonics, you know, what you call the horse or whatever, you know. Imagine, you know, being, you know, 15 years old, playing in front of the entire school, you got a spotlight on you, and you hit one of those harmonics, and the whole place just goes crazy. Imagine that. It was crazy. It was insane. I couldn't believe it. Right, Ron? Couldn't believe it. I remember that one moment. I remember it exactly. You know, the first time you had a whole audience go crazy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. That's so weird. Yeah. So anyway. Oh, and then I played another talent show, which was in a gymnasium, which there is video of on this channel. Go look for it. So embarrassing. And then I was in summer school, and then once I'm done with the story, we can wrap this up. I had to go to summer school one year. This was after this is before junior high. I had to go to summer school, and I ended up getting out of the summer school classes to perform for the other classes. I would take my guitar, and another kid would sing, and we would do stuff like what's that Beastie Boys, No Sleep Till Brooklyn, was it? Was that the song? Da 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 da, whatever that is. We would play that, you know, in summer school. Crazy stuff. All right, so I guess Dave went to bed. Thank you everybody for watching this. Thank you for listening to these stories. That's the cool thing about doing this stuff, is I remember things that I had totally forgotten about. So thank you very much for the thumbs ups. Really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this stuff. Thank you for listening. And we'll be back Wednesday for Wolfgang Wednesday. We might have a special guest for Wolfgang Wednesday, maybe. We'll see. Thank you, Sean Mahoney. Thank you, everybody. All right, so I'll put some links down below of some of the stuff I've been talking about, like the different things. I'll put them down below. Thank you. Rock on, Total Chaos. You said your name's Johnny? I think I read that. Thank you for watching this. All right, rock on, everybody. Look for us Wednesday. Dave woke up.
I know. I'm sorry. Had to let the dog in. She was barking outside. I had to let her in.
Okay. All right. Every time you turn the camera on, you've got less and less things on.
What are you talking about?
Oh, there you go. You had a hat for a while where you looked like one of those dwarfs. And then you took your glasses off.
Because I can't see. I need these to see close up, like to read, but I don't need them to walk. What?
To walk?
I don't need them to go outside and look around. Like I had to, my dog was stuck around a pole. I had to go out and get her.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, so we're leaving.
Oh, all right. Bye, everyone.
I'm leaving. See you guys.
Hey, let's get some thumbs up first. 26 people watching and only 51 thumbs ups. Let's do this.
Yeah, come on.
Let's get
Yeah.
to 60. Let's get to 60 before we hang up.
Okay. Let's see if we can get. Okay. 52.
Come on, let's do
Yeah.
it. Come on, give us
Yeah.
some more.
60 thumbs up.
30 people watching. Oh, it's going to.
Chopper guys. You live 5 minutes from Lynn Ellsworth shop?
Wow.
Really?
Cool.
Awesome. See you, nobody.
Yep. Take care, nobody. I guess 53. We're going in the right direction. I think
Yes.
someone might have hit a thumbs down by accident.
Yeah. No, they did that because you came back.
54.
Ugh.
It's a telethon. It's a telecaster.
It's a Dave-a-thon. I was going to say something else, which I probably shouldn't say. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
That's right. It's a Jerry Lewis telethon. Lady!
Oh. I actually watched a trailer for a Dean Martin Jerry Lewis movie yesterday.
I'm a huge fan.
It's the one. It's what's I don't know what the movie's called. It's the one where they go to California. They're actually they're hitchhiking to L.A.
Really? Hitchhiking?
Well, you know, it shows them like hitchhiking. You know, getting in cars, riding in the back of trucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what movie that is? Why did
I don't.
Oh, because I follow Dean Martin on Facebook, and I was looking through his videos, and I watched a little bit of one of the Dean Martin roasts. Who were they roasting? Those things. People either love those things.
I love
they
roasts.
Stand them.
I love roasts.
I love those things. I love them.
They're amazing. They're so funny. The best one in the world was the Don Rickles roast. Don Rickles was incredible. Really? Someone thumbs downed us on that? They don't like roasts, I suppose.
Well, like I said, people either love those things or they can't stand them. I love them. I think they're so funny. So funny. Yeah. I can watch that stuff. For me.
Me too. In fact, I think when we get off of here, I'm gonna put on some Delicate Delinquent or something, some Jerry Lewis movie.
So funny.
Maybe The Nutty Professor.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. I think I have to split.
5 thumbs downs now? Wow.
Oh, come on.
I think they're just kidding with us.
Okay.
They're just kidding.
Or not, which is fine. They're like, come on, guys. You said you were going to leave. Get out of here. Scram. All right. Yeah. Huh?
I don't know. David Allen Wright says, Mully, Joe, me, Johnny, Rob, Dave, do a 24-hour, might even get a media coverage. We were thinking about doing like an 8-hour thing, but that might.
Oh, I see. He's talking about doing a 24-hour guitar telethon.
Yeah.
Nonstop. Get us all to do parts for 24 hours. I know somebody that actually does that at a club out here. He actually does that live. He plays guitar for is it 24 hours?
That's a long time.
You might know him. What's his name? He's really into Star Wars. Speaking of Star Wars, go and see Rogue One. What's his name? Now I'm gonna. Let me look it up real quick, just to give him a shout out, because I think he might be watching these. I actually invited him to come on one of these a long time ago.
Really?
Talked about it, and he actually invited me to play at his 24-hour thing, and I was gonna play it, and then something came up, and I couldn't.
Hmm.
That wasn't even that long ago. It was this year. Is this him? Hey, Howie. Oh, Howie's here. See, okay, there we go. Now Howie's here. Oh, his name's Kevin North.
Oh, because I would have lost sleep not knowing that name.
Well, I just had to because he actually does a 24-hour benefit. Is it for cancer?
Oh, that's
Is it
different.
where he actually plays guitar for 24 hours and he has special people show up, people play songs. I was gonna do it this year, and it's because he lives not far from me. If you're watching this, Kevin, hey man, I'll play your one next year, man. Definitely. Okay, Howie's here. Oh, maybe he has to go out. So, all right, we're gonna split. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and we'll be back for Wolfgang Wednesday. Yes, Lynn.
Awesome.
He drives around in a white hearse with his logo on the side. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, great stuff. All right, see you guys. Thanks for watching.
Take it easy, everyone.
Johnny Beane. JohnnyBeane.com. Facebook.com. Guitarist Johnny Beane. And then the page for this. What is it?
EVH Gear Live.
Facebook. And Twitter. Okay, do you have to go out? Oh, you want your dinner? Oh, he hasn't had dinner. Oh, since we did the walk so early, I forgot it. It's like it's dinner. You want your dinner? All right. Well, I'll get his dinner. All right. See you guys. Bye, Larry. Oh, good to see you, Larry. Larry Riker is here. All right, Jaden James. Bye.
See you later.
Just smile and wave.